energy security is also about national security.
Bill Ritter, the Democratic governor of Colorado, is on the task force and visited the Alberta oil sands last fall.
It was helpful to me to see the oil sands, to understand that we have these rich deposits of oil. It increases the stability for us as a country to lessen our reliance upon foreign oil. It just does.
And the oil boom north of the border has inspired U.S. policymakers to look right here at home in Governor Ritter's own state of Colorado. It's rich in a form of oil locked up not in sand, but in rock, called oil shale. And this is what oil shale looks like, pretty much like any other rock, except for one thing. Oil shale burns. That's because it's rich in a substance called keratin, which, if left alone, would, after millions of years, eventually turn into the traditional oil that's pumped from traditional wells. But heating it up speeds up the process and turns this black rock into black gold, oil. At the forefront of the potential new American oil boom is Shell, which has made oil shale extraction its single biggest research and development expenditure. Shell has spent $200 million on oil shale. Why put all this money into oil shale?
Because, in fact, the oil shales are a great resource. And so, it's like every good investment, you're going to have to invest something at the front end to realize the value of that investment over time.
Colorado's Governor Ritter, has been up visiting Fort McMurray. What can Colorado learn from what Shell has been able to do with the tar sands in Alberta?
I think if there's one thing that Colorado could learn, it's the value of patience. It's the fact that, it is a great resource, and over time we'll find solutions.
Shell scientists say they may very well have found that solution.
We're heating about 450 feet of it.
For how to convert oil shale rock into light crude by pumping hot water deep into oil shale deposits.
If we go forward with oil shale, it could be the biggest commercial development in the history of the state of Colorado.
But no one's building boomtown casinos here just yet.
The Exxon Corporation announced today it was pulling out of its $5 billion oil shale project.
Colorado has been down this road before, back during the last oil crisis in the early 1980s, when Exxon and other major companies tried to tap oil shale in this part of hilly Colorado. When they couldn't figure out an efficient way to extract the oil, they pulled the plug.
They pulled out in a day. Everybody up there who was around in 1982 remembers that experience, and I think understands why we are so stubborn about going forward in a measured and really a responsible way in terms of the mining of oil shale.
Perhaps the biggest concern is that an oil shale boom could cramp Colorado's style as a wilderness playground and harm the state's fragile ecosystem.
There's so much we don't know. We don't know the impact on air, the impact on groundwater, because at the end of the day, those are very much a concern that we have about the development of oil shale.